Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum made a good impression today. It did move up all the way, or nearly all the way, to the channel resistance. We currently have here in what I believe is a 1-2 setup. That was the possible long entry point. Then we had out of this another 1-2 setup and a wave 3, 4 and 5 to finish off the yellow wave 3. And then that was already in when I made my last video today, and then we came back into what I believe a wave 4, a shallow retracement. It seems to be holding it at the moment quite well. And it came back to the support area I did define for you. So as you might know, the wave 4 typically, if you draw the fibs from the beginning of the third wave to the top of the third wave, it normally comes back into the wave 4 area here between the 50% retracement and the 23.6 retracement. Most often we see it in the 23.6 to 38.2 range. The 50% is rather rare. If it comes down to the 50%, it sometimes breaks down. And if it comes down and breaks below the 50% retracement, it becomes an unreliable chart. At the moment, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, we've got a possible 1-2 setup, 1-2, but it really needs to hold the wave 4 support now. And then we've got one complete impulse. And then we can be happy, because then we've got 5 waves up, yeah. And then we need to see if because this could then be a wave 1. It could be a wave 1 that will lead to 5 waves in a C wave. So something like this. I'm going to show it to you. So as you know, we've been waiting for this upside, and it's now happening. The question is, how high do we actually go? That depends on the support areas that are now holding and the relevant support areas. So here, this will then be a wave 1. And I have to change the wave degree in a minute. We would then come down in a wave 2, move up in a 3rd, 4 and 5. That is what I would like to see, and also what I believe if we hold the support area then, which I will define as soon as the 5th wave is in. Yeah, if we hold it, then we have a good chance to put a 3rd wave in. What could happen, and this is, we have no influence about that if we push higher, maybe overextend, throw over above the channel quickly, yeah, here in this C wave, that the C wave will already be in here, and that this 5th wave will complete the C wave. That's always the challenge here. We've got the challenge of identifying or discussing and thinking about, is this 5 wave move to the upside already the expected C wave that we wanted to see, or is it only the first wave of the wave C? My view is, it is ideally only the first wave of the C wave, but we don't know. And the reason we don't know is because if we calculate the target for the C wave, the first target we get here, and I showed you that in the last video as well, the first target we get is the 61.8% extension. For me, it would be a very short wave C, but they happen. They are rare, yeah, but I tell you, it could be. I'm telling you, it's not my primary expectation that the C wave will end there, because it's the more, you don't see it that often. You more often see the 1-to-1 ratio at 1260 or the 1.618 extension. So I think we've got either the option of finishing here at 1230, which is the 61.8% extension, or at 1303. The reason is, with the 1-to-1 ratio, it doesn't really fit the proportions. If I'm looking at this and say, okay, one more wave up and then we've got a wave 1, then you would probably need the space to 1300 to get there. So you probably, it would be too short. Stopping at 1260 would be too short, because just by looking at the impulse here in a possible C wave, the wave 3 would be quite long normally, right? So you're running out of space. Therefore, I think we're going to need either the 1.618 extension, or we already will finish here. We will know that as soon as we can define the support area for this wave 2. So from whatever move up we are making now in this 5th wave, if it happens, which ideally it will, because then we have an ideal impulse, from the retracement then, if we hold the 78.6% retrace, then we can look at more upside. If we break below the 78.6% retrace, then we will most likely break down. And I think then we can expect also to break the 1160 level, or at least we will retest it. It is absolutely messy price action at the moment, so we're focusing on the lower level wave counts here. Hopefully that will end soon, and we get some more reliable trade setups, because this is all just within a channel. It's all a bit of a mess here. On the hourly, nothing has changed. For everybody who's trading higher time frames, nothing has changed. So we still have the possibility that this could be an A, B, C. Yeah, this would be a slightly different pattern, would be a bit more bullish. I'm observing that, and that could certainly be the case if we break above 1305. Then we get into this one and we'll reach 14 to 1500. Then I would expect a move down. The blue count I already showed you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, where we're now doing this ABC. Yeah, and these are the two patterns. There is one where we don't go higher and break down straight away, but it currently looks like we're putting an impulse in, so it is most likely either the C wave here or the green C wave. I can count the green count different. The green count could also become something bullish, but it is probably the least likely pattern. You would count it that way, that you say, okay, we moved up in a wave 1 here. This is a wave 2. It's not great count though, and we would move up in a 3 next, a 4 and a 5. If we get 5 waves up in that shape or form, we could say that the low was probably in for Ethereum down here, but I don't see that coming unless Bitcoin does it as well. And I'm looking at either the green count here now or the blue count, and it all depends on which support levels are holding, and you should now be aware of all these relevant support areas and pivot points that are relevant here on the Ethereum chart. One more thing to mention, for everybody who watched the Bitcoin video previously, I'm using the Binance chart because everybody asked me to use the Binance chart. The Ethereum Binance chart is very, very accurate. Yeah, I just checked on Binance, the price, also the lower time frame, it matches very, very well. Yeah, but the Ethereum USD chart, the Bitcoin USD chart doesn't really match the Binance chart at the moment for whatever reason. Maybe it's a glitch. So I'm going to move over to a different chart. I have to use the USD charts though, not the USDT, because the stablecoin charts, they are not reliable for Elliott Wave analysis because you get frequent depegging, and this depegging messes up the counts. It just does on the lower time frames especially, and we want to get the right counts, and therefore I have to use the USD charts. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And if you're interested, also check out our trading course that we offer on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.